guys, Zainab here, your chief driver from Nitro League. We got a special guest today, Alekwe Kingsley, co-founder of African Gaming Guild, based out in Africa, in Nigeria. Yeah, we're going to be talking about partnering up with AGG. We're super excited about it, and there's some news that's going to be coming out now in the coming seconds. So stay tuned. Okay, so Kingsley, please tell us more about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Kingsley Alekwe, yeah. I'm from Nigeria. I grew up in Lagos State, Nigeria. I'm actually a gamer. I've been playing games since I was 6. God of War, Grand Theft, my favorite games.
I love God of War. It's my favorite game.
So actually, I love games, so that was one of the main reasons we actually started AGG. So, to me, gaming is everything to me. Like, I decided from when I was 17, if I could actually make money from gaming, I would just go into it fully. So that's why let me say for the past 7 years, I've been focused on gaming. So I actually produced the game, like the God of War. It's called Legend of Orisha.
It's called?
Legend of Orisha.
Really?
Yeah, it's a AAA game, 3D quality. So to me, gaming is everything for me actually. So that's what patented AGG, to actually make people understand. To actually make African parents to see that you can just playing games to Africans is like you're wasting your time from the beginning. So I want people to understand you can actually play game and actually make serious bucks from it. So that's just me. I'm just a gamer that likes game.
That's awesome. So lots of questions right there. But let me just ask. So one, God of War, I'm massive. I mean, I've been playing since the first edition, and I can't wait till Ragnarok comes out because that's awesome. But then secondly, Legend of Orishas.
Yeah, so it's a triple.
So where is it?
So it's gonna be launched first quarter of next year on PlayStation 5 and PS4, Xbox and PC. So currently it's in the development stage. It's a game with African history, with the African gods, Shango, Obatala. But I'll keep that for another day. I'll share with you guys later.
I've studied African history, and I know a lot about the Orishas and the Yoruban religion, so I'd love to talk about it.
About the Yoruba religion. So it's in development stage, should be ready early next year. So it's rounding up already. So
you're gonna hook me up with some beta testing, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
we'll
cool.
be the first to test.
You saw that here, guys. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool. Yeah, I got it on tape. That's right. Thank you. So that's really cool. So in other words, you are a big gamer. You love gaming. Esports?
Nah, I'm not a fan of esports.
But gaming, pure love of the game and designing of the game. Yeah. Cool. So I get it. I see the connection here. But I mean, now AGG Gaming Guild, you've got a co-founder. Tell us where all of that started. What inspired it? What was it that made you want to do this?
Okay. Actually, it started with me being at my friend's place at L Bank. It's an exchange lab. So we're talking about gaming guilds. So he was like, bro, why don't you just start up AGG? Something for Africa. I was like, bro, that's stressful, man. That was the initial, I was like, that's stressful. I was like, then I spoke to my friend about it. Anu. He's the CEO of Patricia. He's the founder of Patricia. Patricia is actually the biggest crypto exchange in Nigeria. So we talked about it over bro, why don't we just start something that will actually help our people, give them a source of income, elevate them from poverty. The minimum wage in Nigeria is bad. So why don't we just start something that will actually help people and things they love, like gaming. You can be working during your free time, you take up your phone, you play game, and a couple of bucks. So we talked about it, a couple of nights, thought about it. Well, let's just do it. So we started from there. We registered the complaint, contacted some few friends, started with friendship, 3 of my friends, 3 of his friends, 6, employed them. We just started marketing, registered the websites, and it just started from there. Started contacting gaming studios. Then we started recruiting players. Then we started recruiting managers first. So we could show these managers how it's done. We're going to teach you guys how to play this game. But this is not your normal games. This is our blockchain-enabled games. This is business. So we started teaching the managers on how to play. So we got teachers from Philippines, because Philippines are actually big with blockchain games. So we got teachers from Philippines. So we started recruiting managers. We started with 20, then we got to 50. So the teachers started teaching the managers. The teacher we employed from Philippines started teaching the managers. So at the point in time, the managers were becoming good. So we started recruiting players. So just started itself, for the love of the game. So it's just started picking up from there.
Cool. So you pick a game, you find teachers to learn about it, and then to train the managers, and then those managers are training and recruiting.
Yeah, training and
In other
recruiting,
words,
yeah.
so your focus on the recruitment right now is in Nigeria.
Yeah, so we're currently focused in Nigeria. So from Nigeria, we're going to expand to Ghana, Kenya, and Cameroon first. So after that, we have means of we want to go to South Africa and Egypt, because we have some persons actually showing interest, like to actually manage from that side of the world. So we're just going to be baby steps.
North Africa is like that side of the world, right? It's
Yeah.
a different, it's different
just
territory.
Baby
Yeah.
steps. We're just going to keep it because it's a long time thing. Since the blockchain gaming is still trying to figure it out, so we're just going to figure out why everybody figures it out at the same time.
Absolutely.
So there's no rush.
Totally agree. We're all on this ride together, trying to figure it out as we go
there's
through.
no manual.
Yeah, we're mining as we go blindly, but we're also doing it together. So it's a fun space. So I mean, this is really exciting. You found your way into this space. There's a drive there, and then you've got a lot of services and features that you have in AGG that you're focusing on. So one is you're saying you want to get people out of poverty, right?
Yeah, so actually, we're actually focused on number one, bringing the gaming community. Want to expand the gaming community in Nigeria, because there's this mentality like playing game is a waste of time. But to me, playing game is actually, it helps your stress level. Like it helps. Like whenever I'm tensed, I play game. It helps me. Like it's like a ritual for me. It helps you. Now, the main focus actually for gaming guilds is for people to understand you can actually make money from blockchain. Not just that, there's different things to actually do in the Web3 space. Not just the main idea of the guild is not just playing the game. We just want to enlighten them about the entire Web3 space. Just baby steps. Like we're bringing the gaming sector first. Then we have other things that we have in line, like there's learn to earn. There's different things in the space. So we're just going to use the game as a starting point, because gaming is something people can relate with. So we just want Africans to see the entire Web3 space. Want to be like the pioneer for the Web3 space to Africa.
What about this? So we touched on it and didn't go into it, and we cut you off earlier. But we were talking about getting people out of poverty.
Yeah, like the economy in Nigeria is bad. Like to be very, very fair. So an average Nigerian is 35,000 naira. That's the minimum wage. That's like $50 a month.
$50 a month.
Yeah, so that's poor. That's bad. So I'm a friend like if we could actually devise a means like to actually help people. This is actually a means, because looking at the Philippines as a last year for the bear market, like the Axie Infinity. Also, can I talk about another game? Can I talk about Axie Infinity?
We can talk about. I don't mind if we do. I talk about Axie Infinity. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
But I mean, we'll see. What do you want to say?
I just want to say, like, Axie Infinity increased the GDP of the country. Just that. It increased the GDP of the country.
Yeah.
So that's just it. I don't want to talk about
That's okay. No, that's fine. But that's the whole point. We're all modeled after the beauty of Axie. You can't deny that. No, that's cool. It's okay. Yeah, go for it. There's no hate, only love, man. Only love.
Yeah.
Go on.
So I was saying, Axie Infinity increased like the GDP of the Philippine economy.
Yeah.
And that's actually by like a lot. Like people actually made money, even though not like serious money, but something to keep your family going.
They survived playing that. I mean, during lockdown, they were able to do that. That's awesome.
So we're thinking if we could actually help our people like this, like at least in every family, 2 persons play P2E games, like play blockchain game. That's actually going to help their family. Like not just playing the game, like understanding what the Web3 space is all about. Like people make money from flipping NFTs. So we're just going to teach these guys everything about Web3. Gaming.
How are you going to do that? So how would you? I mean, I'm interested and I'm intrigued because I absolutely love what you guys are doing. And if I remember, like, my favorite quote from you guys is calling yourselves the pioneers of freedom in the metaverse. So tell me more about the pioneers of freedom. How are you pioneering this? How are you educating your local community about Web3 space? And how are you finding that they're adapting to it right now?
Okay, currently we're gonna use a family and friends base. Like we're gonna be responsible for the managers. we're going to be responsible for the teachers we're bringing in to teach these guys. So once each managers, like now we're recruiting managers from different community, different areas of different states. Like we have in Calabar, Lagos, like different states in Nigeria. So you go back to your state, take it back grassroots. You create a community in your state. You don't worry about funding. We're going to fund it, everything. You just create a community. You create a community in your state. You create a community in your zone, your community, your local government, everywhere. You teach these guys. You let them understand there's more to crypto than just spot trading, buying and selling, keeping your money in USDT. Like there's actually bigger opportunities. People flip NFTs. I remember when I flipped NFTs, I made serious bucks from it. So you could actually flip NFTs. You could actually play games, make money. You could actually do a lot of stuff. Understand? So once, like, our main role is training the managers, because we feel if the managers are well educated, they could actually bring what we want down to the people. Mm-hmm. So our current target now is recruiting a bunch of managers from different states, different local governments, then training them so they can go back home and raise the community in their grassroots environment. Yeah. So that's actually our strategy. Training the managers, go back to your place. Bring out your people from poverty.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so that's our
beautiful. More power to you guys. I do love that. I love it. So let's talk about the services. So you were saying what your managers are going to be doing, how you're training them. You're going to be taking them back to their states, and then they're going to be going grassroots and training people up about Web3, about educating them, about gaming, and how to get them into games like Nitro League, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Right. So take us through your roadmap. What are your plans for the coming year?
So currently, we're having our launch event on the 6th of October in Beirut, Victoria Lounge. So the host is going to be Vijay Adams, the biggest DJ in Nigeria.
Cool.
So it's going to be a big party after. So after the event, we're starting our fundraising. So immediately we're done with our fundraising, we're thinking of we're going into buying of NFTs in large scales, because we have a bunch of players currently on the waiting list. So we want to make sure we have an NFT for each player we have. We don't want to keep anybody waiting. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go into NFT shopping spree.
What size are you right now?
So currently we're like 250.
Awesome. And what's your number? What's your goal? Like?
So our goal before the end of this year, to be very fair, we're looking at 1 million or 500 to 1 million.
Holy moly, man!
So we're looking at 500.
That's awesome.
We're looking at 500 to 1 million after the event, though.
Okay, I'm looking at your CTO in the background. He doesn't look nervous about it, so that's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, cool.
We're sure on that. Yeah, we're sure.
Excellent, wonderful. So I'm happy to hear about that. So you're talking about your launch event. So October 6th is your launch event. And that's you guys announcing that AGG is going live. Nitro League is going to be featuring at your launch event, taking place there, and you got your DJ partying it up. Yeah. So we'll be seeing a lot of other community members and speakers that are going to be there.
Community members, speakers, like you just show us what you have. Like show to the African community what your game is all about.
Okay, yes. Super cool. Yeah. And then what's next after the launch event?
We're going to start our fundraising.
Okay. Yeah. You're going to start going out there and raising funds for AGG.
AGG, yeah.
Cool. Very cool. And then what is your next? Is it like domination over all of Africa? The biggest guild in Africa?
So currently we're going to be the biggest guild in Africa, that's for sure.
Oh, I like that. He's the biggest guild in Africa.
We're going to be, for sure, 100%. Like we'll have the base already. We're going to be the biggest guild in Africa, that's for sure.
Fantastic.
So we're settled on that already. So we're just gonna, at the point in time, we're just gonna get it bigger. Like it never gets bigger than bigger. We're just gonna get it bigger.
I'm down with that. Bigger, man. Do it.
We're gonna get bigger.
Do it. Yeah. That's what Africa Gaming Guild is. That's awesome, and that's when the dream is, and that's the beauty of this space. You dream it, you work it. Like you said, we're pioneering, we're going in the dark, but we're building it, and we're one of the first ones out there doing all this stuff. It's pretty exciting. You're OG, man.
Yeah, we're going to do it. I'm very, very certain we're going to do it.
That's awesome. Yeah. I want to see that game that you've been designing, so that'll be cool.
I'll share with you. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, well, you got me. Okay, cool, guys. So you heard it here. We've got AGG's launch coming out October 6th, fundraising October 10th. And then we've got the community building up, and they're going to be coming out in the Nitro League racetracks. So we're going to see you. You going to be racing me on the racetracks?
Just okay. One thing.
You think you can beat me?
I'll beat you for sure.
Oh,
for sure. I'm confident in everything I do. But just tell other gaming kids there, like wherever tournament Nitro League goes, like we're just going to be the first. We're going to be the leaders.
You bring it. You bring it. Yeah. And I'm going to bring it too.
I put my money where my mouth is.
Cool. Thank you so much for joining us today. Best of luck to you guys, and we'll see you again soon.
For sure.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Out.